What's going on, guys? It is the Coaster Battleman here, bringing you an awesome video. It is an awesome video about another what if. What if Valleyfair was closed in 2017? 2017 was their last season. Where would their coasters go? Now they have 6 major coasters, and to make the video a bit shorter, I'm putting coasters that will get torn down, combining them into one slide, and the other coasters, I'll just say where they should be relocated to. Starting with Wild Thing, their largest coaster, I think it should be relocated to Michigan's Adventure, because Michigan's Adventure, although it's a great Cedar Fair park, not really though, it is a great Cedar Fair park, but even though it's the worst of its kind. But Wild Thing really needs to come to Michigan's Adventure, because Michigan's Adventure really lacks in how much depth they have, because after their awesome wooden coaster Shivering Timbers, they don't have any more decent coasters. So I think Wild Thing should be relocated to Michigan's Adventure to fill the gap of a hyper coaster. And I don't know if Michigan's Adventure has a height limit, but I think Wild Thing would be a great fit at Michigan's Adventure if Wild Thing was to be relocated if Valleyfair closed in 2017. Now, let's talk about Renegade. This is a sweet GCI Woody, and I know Dorney Park is one of those parks that is one of the smaller parks in the Cedar Fair chain, but they actually have a decent coaster lineup. They have a pretty good lineup for what they have, and they have a pretty decent amount of depth. Because after their big coaster, Hydra the Revenge, that's not even that big, they also have a hyper coaster, Steel Force, a B&M Invert, a decent smaller wooden coaster, and as well as an Intimate Impulse, and as well as a Vekoma Invertigo model. So they do have a great amount of depth. But I think a GCI would be a great fit at Dorney Park, and I think if Renegade was rebuilt at Dorney Park, it would make Dorney Park much better and fill the gap of a GCI Woody if Valleyfair was to close in 2017. Now moving on to Steel Venom, I think this coaster should be relocated to Carowinds or Worlds of Fun, because both of these parks, Carowinds and Worlds of Fun, do not have a launch coaster. But I think Worlds of Fun would be more likely to get it because Carowinds is one of the larger Cedar Fair parks, while Worlds of Fun is one of the smaller Cedar Fair parks. But Carowinds, they lack in their depth because after their big 3, they only have 2 or 3 decent coasters. Carolina Cyclone, Vortex, their stand-up coaster, and their Vekoma Boomerang, Carolina Cobra, as well as Nighthawk. So they have some average coasters after their top 3, so I think Steel Venom would be their 4th best coaster. But if we go to Worlds of Fun, they actually have a decent lineup with Patriot, as well as a few other decent roller coasters. So I think Steel Venom would fill the gap of a launch coaster and be one of the better coasters at Worlds of Fun. But these 3 coasters are too small, and I think they should be removed. Corkscrew is an aero looper at Valleyfair. It's similar to Corkscrew at Cedar Point. It has 3 inversions, a traditional vertical loop and a traditional double corkscrew, so I think it should be torn down completely. As well as High Roller, which is a smaller out and back wooden coaster that's okay, but is just too small that not too many parks would want it. Plus, Excalibur is also a smaller thrilling coaster that no one would really want, or no park would want. But that was what if Valleyfair closed down in 2017. Where would their coasters go? Thank you for watching. Stay tuned for more videos. And before I end the video, I'm going to keep doing these for Cedar Fair parks. The next park I'll do is California's Great America. And I know they have one great coaster, Gold Striker, as well as a B&M Invert. And they have a little bit of depth after that with Patriot and Demon, but after that their lineup isn't that great. And then after that I'll do Worlds of Fun, Dorney Park, and then move on to the larger Cedar Fair parks. But thank you for watching. Stay tuned for more videos.